Hello, it's Gretchen from yourpaleohealthcare.com. Have you ever had one of those days or weeks where it feels like the universe is conspiring against you? You wake up groggy after a bad night's sleep. Your morning coffee doesn't get you going. You're stressed out from deadlines at work. Your kids are driving you crazy. Your sex drive is in the toilet. You're depressed. Everything gets on your freaking nerves. We hear hormones tossed around like our time of the month makes us crazy, which may have merit. But our hormones affect us beyond female moodiness. Let's talk about the hormone cascade and how it's linked to the quantum health model. The quantum health model contextualizes the healing process within the context of the real drivers of healing: light, water, and magnetism. Achieving optimal health requires a lot more than just eating right and exercising. At a primal level, it's important to align with light or circadian cycles by limiting exposure to artificial blue light after dark, drinking plenty of structured water that fully hydrates our cells, and ensuring we're not experiencing non-native EMF interference that gets in the way of our exposure to the Earth's magnetic field. Each one of these factors, light, water, and magnetism, influences the hormone cascade. But Gretchen, why is this important? Understanding how your hormones work and how they provide feedback to your brain can help you understand why you're having morning brain fog, why you can't lose weight, or why your sex life took a right turn for once. Your hormones are controlled by the hypothalamus pituitary axis. It's also known as the HPA. It is in the hypothalamic suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, that senses both light and magnetism. It also signals the adrenal cortex and the thyroid by stimulating the pituitary gland with cortisol-releasing hormone, or CRH, and thyroid-releasing hormone, or TRH. CRH stimulates the pituitary gland to make adrenocorticotropic hormone, or ACTH, which stimulates the adrenal cortex to make cortisol. You need cortisol to help you wake up every morning, but stressors, such as a car accident or a deadline at work, increases the production to help you handle that stressful event. Cortisol is why you can feel invincible when you're under a stressful situation, and also why you have a letdown afterwards. The amount of cortisol that's made provides feedback to the hypothalamus to regulate future cortisol production. Meanwhile, TRH stimulates the thyroid gland to make thyroid-stimulating hormone. This stimulates the thyroid gland to make T4. T4 is then converted in the gut and the liver to make T3 by leveraging copper, zinc, iron, and selenium and iodine as your cofactors. The amount of T3, or reverse T3, that is made and utilized at the cellular level provides feedback to the hypothalamus to regulate future thyroid production. But wait, why is the hormone cascade important? Well, if you have high LDL, you have high stress, you're not sleeping well, you're having troubles losing weight, you need to pay attention. Now let's talk about a hot health topic for the 40-plus crowd: cholesterol. Did you know that high LDL cholesterol is a sign there's something wrong with your hormone cascade? Your body uses LDL to make your sex hormones. If your hormone production isn't optimal, you become more sensitive to stress, you may not be getting a good night's sleep, and you may find yourself gaining weight. T3, a thyroid hormone, plus vitamin A, which your body creates through sunlight via the photoelectric effect, converts your LDL into pregnenolone. Pregnenolone is the mother hormone that all your other hormones are made from. Without sufficient vitamin A, your body will not be able to make sufficient pregnenolone to produce the rest of your hormones. Pregnenolone converts to DHEA, progesterone, and cortisol. But why is it so important in the hormone cascade? Those mornings where it's hard to get up, you're groggy, you feel like you need to mainline caffeine, they're influenced by cortisol. And after all that caffeine, you need to get things going. You can't unwind to sleep at a reasonable hour. And when you do sleep, it's not restful. It takes you forever to fall asleep, and when you do sleep, it's fitful and it feels like you only got 2 hours. You wake up almost every hour and you're constantly checking the clock, wishing for sleep to come. And when you do wake up, you're dragging ass back to the coffee maker so you can function the next day. When you're having problems with fertility, your sex drive is tanked, or you feel agitated constantly, or you've got a problem with your hormone cascade. If you're a woman and you feel like you've got PMS throughout your cycle, or if you're a guy with a tanked sex drive, you need to pay attention to your hormone cascade. Here's what you need for a good sex drive. Your pregnenolone should convert to DHEA and progesterone, both of which support the production of androstenedione. Androstenedione is the precursor hormone to testosterone and estrogen. All of these things have to be balanced correctly to have a rockin' sex life. Within this hormone cascade, there's a feedback loop that is influenced by the production of T3 and cortisol. The amounts of these two hormones produced by the body tell the hypothalamus and pituitary glands if the body needs more or less of thyroid and cortisol hormones to support hormone production. But what you really need to pay attention to is a phenomenon called pregnenolone steal. This phenomenon converts pregnenolone to cortisol instead of progesterone, and it shuts down the body's production of sex hormones. So during pregnenolone steal, your body isn't making your sex hormones. And you have no sex drive. You have other things that are going on as well. So the cortisol and the thyroid hormones signal your hypothalamus and pituitary glands to make more thyroid hormones to support the production of your sex hormones. And at the same time, cortisol is stimulating the liver to produce more LDL to support sex hormone production as well. The problem with pregnenolone steal is it is a stress response that directly impacts your ability to convert T4 to T3 and your vitamin A production, both of which are critical for hormone production. If you don't eliminate stress that's causing the pregnenolone steal, you're going to end up with a vicious cycle where your body is living in survival mode. This is supposed to be a limited phase stress response in our biological function that helps to ensure our survival as an individual and as a species. It's also known as our fight or flight response. Any stress can knock you into this survival phase. But in modern life, stress is everywhere. So how many of us are living in this state constantly when we should be living in the progestation phase? This stress cycle, however, keeps us from capitalizing on light, water, and magnetism. The progestation state supports your hormone cascade and directly supports making babies. This is where we should be living every single day, with short bursts of stress to help us make smart decisions. When we're in this phase, the thyroid, cortisol, gut, and hormones are balanced in perfect synchronicity. So looking at the quantum health model, getting to the sweet spot of synchronicity requires being in balance with the three pillars of health: light, water, and magnetism within the hormone cascade. I hope you found this video blog helpful. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great video blogs like this. Have a great day.